Ew, what the fudge? Bro, it's when you're walking around doing stuff, it's not, you don't have your rest. Stuff, it's not, you don't have your rest.
私は一人でも全然寂しくないの。仲間外れなんか気にしないもん。
ひなこ、お友達のところに遊びに行ったんじゃなかったの？
男の子と遊ぶ子はおままごとに入れてあげないだって。
じゃあお姉ちゃんと一緒におままごとしよっか。
本
お待たせ。
お姉ちゃん。
何かいいことでもあった？
ううん、昔を思い出してた。お姉ちゃんって小さい頃からずっとお姉ちゃんだったんだなって。
ひなこ、私ね。
これお姉ちゃんにあげる。
綺麗だわ。ありがとう。
ひなこ、親に向かってその言い草は何だ。
お父さんやめてください。
純子があんなにも高校娘なのに、どうして妹の前は何もかも正反対なんだ。どこ行く。話はまだ終わってないぞ、ひなこ。
お父さん、ひな子だって分かってくれてますよ。
分かってたらどうしてあの態度になるんだ。これも全部お前がひな子をずっと甘やかしてきたからだろう。
ひな子、お父さんはね、あなたのためを思って
友達のとこ行ってくる。
早めに帰っておいでね。
あってたまるか、そんなこと。土砂崩れで通れない。昔はここ登ったな。 かんでおこう。神様、私はどうしたら。人気がないな。千鶴屋なら誰か来てるかな。すいません。運転手さんいませんか？他の道を探そう。この先に抜け道があったはず。
絶対に呪いよ。あんなひどい死に方あるわけないもの。私なら絶対に嫌。そんな家。噂をすればなんとやらだよ。
裏切り者。
咲子。
どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。
車が道を塞いでてさ。
千鶴屋？
今は誰かと喋りたくて。
私も後から行くね。
うん。じゃあね。
裏切り者。
ぶられてる。シュウだ。
よ、相棒。
シュウ。
あのさ。
うん。なんか言ってよ。
お前こそなんか言うことはないのかよ。
相棒にないんだったら私にだってない。
お前らしいや。受け身な生き方なんてお前らしくないぜ。お前が自分で選んだ道なら俺はいつまでも応援するからな。
シュウ。
シュウくん、お待たせ。
ひなこもいたんだ。リンコ。
何の話をしてたの？
いや、大した話は。
誰かとおしゃべりしたい気持ちだったんだって。
気が紛れたよ。
それはよかった。お役に立てて光栄の極み。会えると分かってたら借りてた雑誌持ってくればよかった。
ああ、貸したままでいいよ。リンコに貸した時点で戻ってくると思ってないし。
んだとこんちくしょう。笑いすぎだよ。咲子だってひな子から何か借りてるんじゃないの？私なんかあったかな。ねえひな子、じゃあ私が借りてる500円も返さなくていいよね？咲子利子つけて返すとか言ってなかった？言ってないよ。証文あんなら出してみろ。いいこと聞いた。これからは咲子に貸すとき消しゴムであっても証文書かせるから。そんな意地悪言わないでよ。ねえねえ、昨日のラジオ聞いた？聞いた。でも途中で寝ちゃった。ひなこ？
あ、ごめん。何？
裏切りも。
ちゃん。痛い。これ柊にもらっててよかった。助かった。みんな絶対無事でいてくれよ。ここどこ？急いで咲子のとこに戻らないと。
つもまともにできなくて何の役に。
どなたか。まずい。シュウたち無事だといいけど。 人公？
この野郎！
シュウ、どこにいる？ 子の夢だったよね。堅苦しい神社じゃなくて駄菓子屋の娘に生まれたかったって。ここならいつでも好きなだけお菓子が食べられるよ。おやすみ、咲子。帰りな。今日はもう閉店だよ。咲子、私やっぱり咲子との約束守りたいよ。
しなさい。私が開ける。そこで待ちなさい。
おはよう。悪い夢にうなされていたかな。
悪い夢。
怪我はないか。怪我をするようなことは私がする。君は体を大事にしなさい。
ありがとう。
それでは行こうか、ひなこ。
どこ？
どうした？こっちだ。
誰なの？
足元に注意しなさい。ゆっくりで構わないとも。さあ。来なさい。こっちだ。
ここは何の神社？
君のために鍵を用意した。案内しよう。 こっちだ、ひなこ。ついた。
錠前が。なんかこれに似た絵を見かけたような。なんでここに？ 分これだ。他の絵も探さないと。 と一つ。なんか違うな。よし、錠前を試そう。あの人はいない。
受け取ってもらえて嬉しい。 淡雪の紅玉より削り出して作った君のための鍵だ。
私のために。
その鍵を稲荷像に。先ほどの扉は客人を招くためのものだ。だがこちらの扉は聖域へ入ることを許された者にしか開かれない。
私は入っていいの？
もちろんだとも。君を招くために今日がある。まだ少し歩かねばならないが、しばし休もうか。
大丈夫です。
疲れたらすぐに言いなさい。では行こうか。
ひな子、しっかりしろ。返事をしろ。よかった。お前は簡単に死ぬようなやつじゃないよな。
シュウはまだ生きてる。
咲子は無事だよな。一体どうなってんだ。街から誰もいなくなってる。これは悪い夢なのか。
どこに行っても化け物しかいない。悪夢以外の何者でもないな。
だとしても幸運だったよ。この世界に残ったのが2人だとして、そのもう一人がお前で嬉しいよ、相棒。
リンコは？
俺はあいつに話があるって言われただけで別にその。
リンコは無事なのか？一緒に逃げたんじゃないのか？
悪い。俺も 乱してたみたいだ。あの時はみんなバラバラに逃げた。俺も凛子の姿は見てない。
こんな状況で凛子はどこへ？
自分の家か。行ってみようぜ相棒。
シュウ。
どうした？早く来ないと置いてくぜ。
よし、しっかりしないと。とにかく凛子を見つけなきゃ。咲子、ごめん、もう行かなきゃ。 真剣振られてる。 念のため持っていこう。シュウいるか？
なんだ相棒。
今のこの状況、いつまでも宇宙船総ごっこをしていたい。私かお前の夢の中ってことはないよな。
だったら互いの頬をつねり合ってみるか。
いや、自分の頬くらい自分でつねれる。
残念だが夢じゃないみたいだな。
So his call was, yeah, I'm going to stay up here at the wave, and I'm just going to outplay this gank. It cost him a ghost. We'll see about the ramifications of Camille getting a few early items.
Some more fun orange jungle stats. It's been played 3 times now in Tier 1 play ever. Last time was in LEC in 2020. So has not been played in 6 years at this point. And cool to seeing it brought out. And you talk about obviously a lot of powerful scaling for Mundo. Well,
Spellbook
Orange
orange
scales
jungle.
great in the jungle. He's playing
Holy.
Spellbook, which is really effective. for
He's not
teamfights
playing the
later on.
fucking Gundam orange skin though.
Because of the role quest, you're getting a lot of income. Ornn is
Why
not
am I
going to be
looking at this?
completely starved. You can
It's
go for
very
these kind of
lovely
supportive
draw-
item
oh,
builds
the
that are
eyeballs.
really, really affordable.
Eating children.
That we see
That's
inspired liking on
quite nice.
Malphite as well.
Yeah, and I just love the fact that they no longer
Shadow
are
Ghost.
pressured to say ignore the
These
Ornn. When we just
these
saw the
poor
first 3,
kids.
the Arya Ezreal Karma, that we felt that was what they had to do, but
There's a
now
Shadow
they also
Ghost.
do have this scaling option.
This horse statue
That being
scares
said,
me every
obviously we're
single
really
time.
excited about the Ornn Flex. We're really excited about the Vayne top. I still really like
I want
what
this
TL's
lighter.
composition is as
I'm
a
surprised
whole.
because they're selling
And
the watches.
in my mind, I'm still
which
thinking
I
if I'm
also
TL,
wish I could
if
get
we
both of
full
them, but
send Camille,
quite
Galio
pricey.
onto the Vayne, and the Vayne dies at the start of the
I
fight, getting taunted out of
This
Invis,
Ornn. This
well,
Ornn
they still
jungle.
have no one to kill
I
your
need
front
the
line.
screwdriver in the nurse's
Yeah,
station.
and they're going to go mid first.
José again in the
I wish
mid
I could
lane.
get
That
his
will
lighter
get
too.
Spear Rush
It's very
out from
pretty.
Sane, who actually jumps back in
Not
for
that
some
I
more
even-
damage.
I
on
would
the
just
Look
use it to
for-
light
no more
candles.
CC
Can't actually.
threat, so
He's gonna get
he's
top
just
grab,
dancing
though.
around
lighting
here,
candles,
getting that
but you
damage.
know,
The efficient little
The
pass.
Mundo
Look,
is kinda
Galio
running
is
the game.
going to crab, so this is Mundo is on company time right
Nurse's
now, and
station?
he's
Oh,
just
that's
making
Karma W
efficient
didn't
little
hit.
moves.
Only
Okay,
now.
no Ari ult.
I think
flash.
Isles wasted
Wait, they're
heal.
trapping him on crab while the
Nice
Malphite
flash
is
by
playing.
Berserker.
Yeah, Berserker actually flashes forward onto Jan as Jose Deodo avoids the first
Wait,
E from
Inspired
Ornn.
got the crab?
As
How?
UCC immune. Douglas got the
What?
damage.
Was there
with
anything
Saint landing the
in this
charm.
area
First
that I just
blood to
couldn't
the
see?
vein.
The top crab is
Yes,
the
there
death
was.
crab. Inspired.
I mean, I
gets the
think did he have
crab,
smite
gets the
upgrade?
level
But
6.
bro,
More importantly, though, he's got the laners to do it. This
He's
top
a
crab is
prepper.
in
he did have
enemy
smite. Did he
territory,
flash
Jose,
smite that crab?
and he
Yep.
gets
I think he had
clapped
smite
there. They get
upgrade.
it clapped.
He must have had smite upgrade and flash smited the crab.
Very costly as well because first blood goes to the Vayne. So
Yeah.
Morgan, now that was even, now you're accelerating
something.
this Vayne. That
I'm
you
not
kind
even
of
jump scared so many times. I don't know if I'm going to survive
Jose
this
kind of
game.
knew what was happening, right? Like he goes
No, he-
through mid, so he knows that
wait,
you've
what?
shown. Yes,
Drop
it is
the replay.
efficient pathing, but
You
also
don't
the Vayne had
say,
full
Grace.
push.
Look
He
at
didn't
this
have
man's
smite
face.
upgrade.
We see
Look at
the
him.
Vayne is moving. Their question mark pinging that. You know that your Galio is stuck right here under a
Yes.
tower. Everyone's coming.
It's a monster play by the Ornn.
Get that crab and secure this kill. Everybody knows we're full sending. This guy's got to get out of here. Yeah, and also, if you're the top laner, are you reporting the jungle now?
Absolutely.
It's a monster play by
Especially,
Inspired.
did he get a buff? If he got a
My-
buff, I'm for sure reporting. No buff.
He's got great
blue.
teeth.
Yeah, I didn't
Definitely
quite
didn't
guess.
definitely didn't have red on this.
Yeah.
Can we be friends?
That's always the
Are you okay? Okay. We can't be friends. What the
I
fuck?
saw Mundo starting crab when Ornn was here. I was like, there's no way he's getting it.
But now he got
I don't even know.
That's a little better.
That's the Shadow
Yeah,
Ghost,
paid for
100%.
by your Mundo.
It's
She really
crazy.
No
took her
ult on Ari.
time.
First blood bonus back in the game, so I mean that was
He
huge.
showed for a
Holy
second.
shit, I forgot the
Flashing
turnaround
forward,
thing.
getting the crab also is just the
I forgot the
best
turnaround thing.
possible
Okay, okay, we're calm.
for
Everything is
Lion.
calm. We're
In a
getting
critical
chased. I'm
game,
gonna die.
Carry on
This
top.
is a must-win game.
I'm gonna
for
die, I'm gonna die.
Solid.
We see already Morgan's game plan has changed. He's not staying in this lane.
Grace
he
is-
roamed towards
she's
mid,
handling
hovering
this
there,
pretty
saying
well.
maybe there's a
Med
something to
injector.
find before my wave shoves in. So at least he's kind of still focused on what he is able to do at this stage in the game, which is
We don't have
currently
time
just
for that,
catch this
Grace.
wave and maybe look at these rounds.
Yeah, I mean, the scary thing is
Like, I'm
always,
not
if your
controlling it.
jungler ever shows, Vayne
Where?
punishes you incredibly
Where?
hard on the range minions. It's not
I'm
the
gonna
melee
die.
minions that are really that risky. You know, you can generally
gonna
farm those
die.
safely under your tower, but when you step forward to farm those range minions,
Get,
Yeah,
get him
Mundo
out
was
of the
kinda
way.
doing-
to get
Please,
harassed
how about
like
you bite this
crazy.
one's head off?
Inspired just crafted his
Okay, and
fucking
don't bite me.
Hexes.
Oh my god, where?
Protoplasm
that's
harness.
where you can start to get really whittled away on, and then Vayne can try to take over.
Can't reach. Need something to step on?
Defensively, Farming Scar to keep Isles alive. Misses the second cast.
Ooh, man. Ooh, man. That was, okay, that one was disgusting, Inspired. Listen,
No, stand up.
listen. That one will call it a happy little accident.
Everything is fine. We're fine. Everything is fine.
Getting a lot of,
Maybe we can trick her into coming out of the ceiling
dragon
again.
is
I
gone.
knew it.
X-Petu, this Shen main in Europe, has
How are
been
we gonna-
jungling a lot,
EU
and he's
shout out.
actually got everybody
Hey!
to start playing Protoplasm first, Shen jungle.
So I'm
Inspired,
guessing
of
Douglas going
course, you know,
Q-Max
did the, really
with his
early
BF
super
sword.
cheap support item build when he did Malphite jungle as well. Makes sense a lot on Ornn too. Want to be super tanky. but it is getting in really efficient. You know,
Oh
early
my
items,
God.
and they're also going to do quite nicely in scaling here for the team fights.
Oh my
You have to
god.
think,
I
though,
don't even
once
know where
Team
to...
Liquid, maybe it'll be a different.
Did you hear the
look
alarm
when we
say? I
see
did.
Camille
Big
plus
W.
Galio complete like
see
one
Is this
item
a
with
lane
these
gank?
champions. Like that combo is one of the craziest combos in the game. You lock them in, you get the guaranteed ultimates, you know, knocking them up, and especially since it's multiple 80 carries on Lion, you kill the Vayne, or you know, you get one of these squishy targets, and it like they're gonna delete someone.
Yeah,
I mean,
Dokla,
especially with
Just
Vayne,
keep
so much of your
going.
survivability
when he
is
finished his
about
quest,
in
life
here.
is
pushing the final hour
good. Isles
and
wanted to hold the
getting
wave
these
and lost his
tumbles
sums for it.
constantly going
He
invis.
used
Camille
heal as
ults
well.
you,
Kind
you
of
can go invis
sucks.
if you want. You're getting hit by the Galio ult, and then you're getting taunted out of your,
What is he-
your stealth.
I don't...
And that is where it's
Did
so
she just take a
hard. as
sniff of
Isles,
me?
Isles, yeah, he walks up to
Whoa,
stop the
my
fact
God,
that
he's a
she's
right
psychopath.
there.
the tidal
Chad,
wave, plus
she's
using
right
I mean, it's
there.
really good what he
He's
did.
just trying to
He
delay
cancelled
that
them, and I
reset.
think did Ezreal
I
get the cannon? I don't
understand
know.
that she doesn't like the light.
I will say Sage
Okay,
has
I'm
finally
gonna play
been
how I
really
play.
well in this matchup in mid
Yeah.
lane. Quid is kind of getting pounded. He's down 900 gold, despite the fact that it's been Jose that has gone
she go
mid
back?
multiple times.
Was super
Obviously,
worth
those
it to
weren't
cancel.
super
That
effective
way.
ganks, but he was trying to help relieve some pressure.
No.
And,
Berserker lost a
Sage
wave
has
for his
done
summoners,
the
basically.
largest individual gold
Worth?
lead,
Yeah,
even
so she
with
stops
not Berserker,
here.
sorry, Yon.
Is
pressure
what
that's being thrown
happens.
towards him. So great job by
Yon
Sage.
lost a wave for Karma Sums
Yeah,
worth.
Again, it was
I'm
basically
actually
the
kinda
same gank
confused
each
on-
time. He just kind of walked through
Another
the lane, went
cancel
up
on
to
Core
the top side.
GG.
Now he's completed the
Way.
Heart Steal, so he can start stacking that up and actually become more of that scaling tank himself.
These are little
There she
things,
goes.
but we saw, you know, Isles went forward and delayed the base from Yon. Now as Yon's getting back,
Aye, aye.
Berserker canceled
He knows
the base
Nami's
from
in base,
core,
right?
So they keep getting these disjointed base
Ba-ba-ba-ba-bum.
timings where TL, who had been starting to do better and better in that 2v2,
I'm not
for the
looking
last
behind me.
minute or
I
so
can't.
haven't actually been
I'll
able
It's
to
have
another
to
one of
get
those
back.
games where
at the
TL
same
have
time, so
a lot of frontline
small
for Lucian,
differences in,
but
in these
not a
plays
lot of
that are
damage.
actually amounting to
I think-
And
pretty nice
Leon have
advantages.
I think
decent
she's put up
poke,
in the
pretty good
side.
range,
We've
and
got
good
Grubs
damage.
on the map, inspired on top side with a Scuttle Crab spawn here. on
HLE
top
Morgan's
of it, so
Camillet Worlds. I don't remember what happened in the game.
is
Was he
really
smurfing or
for Isles
anything?
to
Because
make
I do
different
remember
here.
HLE Morgan Camille though.
Why would you do
Meanwhile,
that?
we just saw Yon and
Gonna
Cortez
give away my
showing as
position.
they push in the last wave, but the play is not happening quickly, so there is time for the reset
Okay.
here, and now it's actually changing
Okay,
hands.
everybody,
4JJ
calm
is
down.
walking up
We're
since they
okay.
pushed
We're
the wave
live.
in.
Yeah.
Is there a
Went
hole in the
back
ceiling?
to the bottom
No,
side.
she can't do
Does
it. She
seem
can't get
as
down
though
here.
Team
I'm gonna
Liquid
open this
are going
because
to have the numbers here, so
maybe
they
there's
should be able to
supplies in
get
here.
another
Like a
neutral.
plant.
You mentioned that Dragon Kangas. Now on top of it, you get some grubs.
This is TL does
Take
this again. They
this
keep
chair.
putting their 80 carry top.
Oh, charm from Sandy
walking
looking for his own
slow.
land.
Just
Core
forces
GG,
Galio,
the
then
rogue
Core
entrance
GG
for
is
the
super
magic
low.
shield from Quid just to
They always
save
like,
the
this is what
Nami.
T1 does a
So
lot
they do
actually.
get the
I know
support
they're
out
out,
there,
but
as Jose Deodo also
Pace
picks up
always
all the
likes to
grubs.
click top
And they
lane.
have Jan
At like,
rotate
as soon as
topside
his
to help
quest
push
is
this
almost
turret
done,
too.
or they get grubs or
They make a
something,
big overload play on top side
so
of the
they just send their
Where
80 carry top.
myself.
huge value.
What am I supposed
And honestly, even though
This is the
Berserker
I think this
Isles
is the
will be able
third
to
game
push
he's done
on
it.
that bottom tower,
Or is it the second?
the early work has started on for TL on top side, and they're not
supposed to
going to
use
stop.
to
So
get
this
up there?
race
This
should
chair?
go to them. Camille only has a Sheen, like it's not Trinity Force yet, but still, it's
Nice
Camille
Ezreal ult.
with a Sheen item and Q's on towers.
Yeah, I mean, the grub's making a difference, but the Ezreal
If-
actually
She's
cleared
gotta
all
be
of
over
the
Inspired
there.
Spellbook to
map.
TP and TP'd here to
Ezreal
Cold it, that would be pretty
helping
funny.
to defy that time. And
But
now it's
Morgan
getting
is
really
losing
close. It's
minions,
gonna be
Dokla's
down
losing
kinda to the
minions.
wire
I
here.
think
TL
TL get
still
the tower
probably will
first.
get it, but very close.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
it
quite
depends
loud.
if Doka wants to
This
walk
is
up.
such a
He
flip
does
by
want to
Doka,
walk
by the
up
way.
here, so he
He
can
is
help hit
flipping
this,
it.
but yeah, the
How does he
turret's
know
already
there's not a
too
Camille in
low.
that
Team
bush?
Liquid will
Or a
win the
Mundo?
turret race, and a very creative shift in their game plan to get Morgan out of that 1v1 isolated, push Doka back, deny him multiple waves, and get the first turret.
And Jan also is going
Oh my
Collector
God,
Rush here,
please.
so obviously
Please.
it is a lot
Please,
of
Grace,
power.
Grace, Grace,
It's
Grace,
not the
Grace,
Essence
Grace,
River,
Grace,
so it
Grace,
doesn't
Grace,
scale as well. You can have
please.
mana issues, so that is
Why
kind
are
of one of the
you-
big costs there.
You're
but,
making this
now that you have
incredibly
Mandate and
difficult.
Collector, that's a lot
Dude,
of power here
just-
in that all-in, so look for them to be trying to create pressure. I expect them to go mid, after their next base and just try
We're
to
so
play
dead.
around the culling timings, trying to really create openings
Oh,
for
we're
TL.
so dead. I'm so scared. We're so dead.
The dangerous time when you're trying to reset onto the
Dangerous.
map right now with
No,
very
don't
shallow
come around
vision.
the corner.
Support's
Stay.
walking around.
Stay.
Can't get picked, but JJ is playing
Yay.
it fairly safe. They've got a pre-existing ward that they can kind of play off of here. And
She knows.
Yeah, it's 20 seconds for that play.
She
So
knows.
is this Drake being given? I mean,
can't-
Dokes has TP, but Inspired's on top grab.
Continuing to stack.
They have no bot push.
They're very much enticed
Okay,
to
while you do
set this
that-
one up, but Smoke is a Berserker, healed up by Core JJ. It usually comes down to who can
but
push
why
this
would
mid
he
wave
extinguish
faster.
it
Currently,
though?
it's about a
She
stalemate.
doesn't like. I mean, I guess maybe she'll know where we are if I do that.
Inspired now walking down from the top river.
Not really
As Jan
sure.
takes some damage here. Flash forward from Isles to follow up. The route continues, but
Oh.
what a tidal wave from Core
Oh,
JJ.
Core JJ.
To stop
Save them.
Inspired's
But they
second
lost
cast
all
to call
sums
the
on their
Forge
bot
God.
lane.
No
Really well played by
follow-up,
Isles.
lives.
The timing there was perfect, but still, it's 4 summoners down there on the TL bot lane, so they have no sums.
Saints
and
cooking
just got
Morgan.
jumped, and he's on vision.
Cor
so
they
it
have
feels like
they have to give this
might have
Drake or
earned
what?
himself enough of an edge to start up this dragon here. Morgan still has to keep running.
Window's still
And you
really
got
broken, and they have no
Ornal
Ornal.
one against Quid, which is going to be super good for him. And the producers let me know that when Doka lost his tower in the overload, that's how the map, he says, "I'm still scaling, I don't give an F." So he's still feeling confident, and they're going to TP back in and look to try to fight this.
Saint
That's
Bax
Ari
picks
TP.
up some items, will
Galio has
TP
no
into
TP,
the
don't forget,
lane
so he's
as Jose
moving down on the
Deodo,
map.
the
You see him?
only
They
one
see him
hitting
now on
this
the
dragon
blue orb.
currently. Mundo
Pings
goes
on
where he
Galio. He has
pleases,
ult. He's
but
going to come in ult
would like
range.
the team behind him.
What are they saying here?
Although currently
He's
Lion
going
are not
back
actually
top.
walking forward
Nope,
to
he's going back
contest this.
mid.
Inspired once these Raptors doesn't have the call to Forge God, so it seems like Lion are
They're
just going to
dropping.
give the objective.
Yeah, it's the key there. Without the big ultimate from Ornn for the team fight.
Well, now they got to get out there.
No
The
flash
Charm
on
Line's
Isles.
Morgan, but
He's
he
fine.
just tanks it all up.
Yeah, Dokla gets a lot of gold for this.
That's what it's about, right? That's the trade, is you're going for that top lane. You're going to try to farm
Oh
plates.
my god, same true damage on the Q2. Doesn't matter about the magic
He
shield.
has just been clinical with these. Finds
It's
another
true
pick
damage.
there. And this time, the Galio ult is not allowed to keep the Nami alive.
Yeah, the pullback on Q. Enough to delete him there. Don't care about the shield. Meanwhile, also the Vayne getting gold, so it's even better than Lion drew it up. They get a bonus kill on top and can continue to push.
Oh
This
my
gold
god,
lead is
how much gold did
ballooning.
Vayne just get?
Over 3K, gets another turret plate for
That was
Saints.
such a good
You mentioned
dance
how
by
well
Leon.
Saint was
It wasn't
playing
just
the
because they
lane well.
cross-mapped and traded
He's
mid
also
and
been
top tower
playing
for
these
it.
little picks
It's
on
because they
Core quite
kept
nicely,
making them look
force
like
out
they were gonna
Galio
fight.
ults. You
So
keep having
Galio had
Galio
to
ult
like
the Nami as the
think
Nami
about
gets charmed.
committing so they
We're
could do
never
this.
gonna
Otherwise,
see
if they
a
didn't
Galio
contest a
Camille
little bit,
combo
this was
then.
just...
So the best answer here is this offense from Saint with
Is
the
he going Hex
Malignant. He
Plate?
can just keep on throwing out these plays. And this time was
Get
even
the cannon,
better
Saint.
scenario where he
Scheisse.
also got the kill on top of it, getting 2 stacks for his Dark
What's the
Seal.
build then? You go
Saint is
Storm
just
Razor,
playing fantastic.
Hex
Start
Plate,
in
and then
the
what?
lane phase, and I talked about how often Ahri is not successful, without that setup of an AD jungler.
Maybe he goes
without a Pantheon,
Triforce.
without a Vi, without a Wukong, or
Maybe he
whatever,
goes Storm
but,
Razor,
I mean, it doesn't
Triforce, and
matter
then
if you
what?
just hit all your skill shots,
IE?
right? And he is being able to go in. He is able to find those plays for himself, kind of calling his own name and making it happen right now. He's in a great spot. And is going to be going in towards, it looks like a Leandry's second to help a little bit more with that true damage.
Ow.
excuse me, with that percent HP damage.
Yes, no flash,
Onto
he's
Jose
cooked.
Deodo, who, speaking of, is now catching Isles here. The culling damage follows up with Yan, and a pick
Yan.
onto Isles this time. So
Yan.
these Enchanter supports the focus of both teams.
Yeah,
Saint
that's the
has a
thing with Enchanter's coming back.
2.2k gold lead.
Those things are squishy. Get you
Yes.
walking around. Jose walks him down for the kill. Now TL with the pressure.
Siege onto the turret. That's 2 plates picked up, but not enough to actually threaten the turret itself. Lion have done a great job because of how well Saints played. That this turret, that was the first plates that they've taken in the mid lane. So it just really solidifies how well Saint has played this game.
I think those are also the first charges for the Heart of Steel.
Heart Steel stacks, yeah, that's one right there. Boom.
So big.
If Dokla fucking scales for
Hey,
30
you gotta
minutes,
start somewhere.
and then he rocks up into a fight and he cues into a Galio taunting, it's
But,
one shot.
Morgan now
I'm gonna
in a
be
pretty
mad.
Decent spot. He's
I'm
down
gonna be
700
angry.
gold, but honestly,
And you're gonna piss
if
me
they
off.
can find some of these plays where they can get him and Quid working
I need to
together,
see
still
some
think they have
mechanics,
a pretty
okay?
darn
I need to
good
see some
setup.
mechanics.
But Lion has shown, with some of these kind of like more oddball comps, they're great at playing them out. They're really playing to their win conditions.
They never
of this
play
series.
Halo?
I've super impressed me.
Oddball.
The Varus game, as well as the Aurelia game, they're not easy
Ball
comps to always
taken.
play out in the team fights, and we see a lot of pro teams struggle with that. But Lion just seems to have a really good
Flag
understanding
taken.
of
Flag
where they are
dropped.
strong, where
Flag
they are weak.
taken.
They're not even
Flag
showing up
dropped.
for fights if they're at risk, and they're just continuing
Gain
to play
the
towards
lead.
what they see their win conditions are.
Incredible patience there. Giving up a dragon,
W
it's
game.
only the second one. Giving up the Herald, you already have the gold lead yourself here. They want to scale with the Ornn, with the Vayne, and they're still getting gold onto Dougla despite the fact that he had this kind of like huge camp up on the top side with Yan and Core
Killing
JJ
spree.
rotating up there for that first turret. And I think it
Yeah,
speaks as well to
classics,
just how much
classics.
the team is starting to trust each other. Inspired is not just playing perma-carry junglers. He's playing the Malphite, the Nocturne, the Ornn to set up his team to be the primary characters.
Now, I'm not an AD
He has
carry
a
main,
lot of cooldown
but
reduction,
Collector
especially
Rapid
with the
Fire?
Zeke's completed for your ultimate here.
Is that the play?
Feels really, really nice. Can have it basically available for any scenarios.
So Jan, he's one of our AD carries that definitely has the Lucian card. He is allowed to play it. He is very good on it. And
Has
it
he
is
been
collector
freezing
rapid
top for
fire, so
40 years?
You
What the fuck
need
is
to be
this?
getting in there and getting chunks, getting plays, which does mean you are at risk of getting engaged on, of getting charm flashed, of getting hit by an Ornn or something
I
like
guess
that.
he goes
But
IE
because it really
third, right?
is pretty low as far as the explosive engage, really besides something
Yeah,
like
I
a
think
charm
Leon,
flash, he's
their
gotta
comp
play
is
that line,
good
right? He's gotta be playing
at
with
first
confidence,
target, right? You have like
being able to
Charm,
dodge skill shots,
Karma
being able to
W,
dodge
and
things
Ornn.
out
So like the
and
first
create
target
that
does get a bit of
damage,
CC in their
because
face.
with this build, your
But
consistent
Mundo
damage
can
is
tank
so
it.
low
Uh-oh.
compared to some others.
The team needs you as now
He's
it's
out of
look
range
on
of
the
it, but
Saint
he is
here.
gonna
The
get
hexagonal
taunted.
ultimate and the Galio ultimate not fully
This is the
working, but
problem with
enough. That's a
freezing top for
shutdown
so
over to
long.
Morgan, as they had enough damage to get the kill.
Yeah, even when they don't overlap. This combo is deadly. Beautiful camp here from Morgan.
It's
and
30 seconds till Drake.
in the
They won't
Trirush,
have
you
Camille
know,
Galio
they-
ult for
they
it.
didn't see him, and
So
they
TL get a lot of gold
assumed
for
it's
this.
just normal
And a kill.
assignments with just
And a
Galio
tower,
pushing
obviously, from the
down
gold.
on the bottom side.
But
So
I
nice quick
don't
play
think
for
they'll have
TL.
ults for the
Big
Drake.
rewards there. They chopped that gold lead down.
And even the timing, I think, was really smart because look at this wave. He gets up top and is able to catch that wave as well.
Ooh,
so
yeah.
it wasn't even as though you're getting punished with the tier 2 getting hit. That timing was really, really good. Saw he had a window to try to make something happen.
Oh, if that
Ouch.
SLQ hit, it would have been complete cooking
E-plays
central.
right there, and almost
Yeah, this
just
Drake
gets
should be free, isn't it?
deleted.
Just start
That
it.
Summoner heal from Core JJ.
Yeah, the big
It's actually
old
not
shield
bad
from
for Leon
Isles
to
is
get this
enough
Drake.
to shield all
I
of
wonder
the
if there's a
Lucian
world that
damage,
there's a
and,
Baron start here for
Berserker
TL.
lets him have it on the
Camille
other
has
side.
insane top
Not
push.
gonna
Lucian
result
gets
in
sustain. They're
much
all
except for
entering
the
bot. Karma has
early
2 wards in her
route
inventory.
dragon.
And
They've got
Galio's
this
opening mid.
covered
It's a
through
great
here,
Baron
and
angle, but I don't
they're
think they
gonna
have very
start
good
it up
damage.
Regardless.
So instead, Team Liquid are making a play on the other side of the map right now. Saint is the target here. Morgan's got his jungler behind him, but the charm really chunks
Oh,
down
it's
Morgan
first strike,
with
Ari.
the Deception
Makes sense.
combo. And Saint can just pick up this wave, so really well played by Lion right there. And now, maybe looking at Quid here. Call the Forge God is used. Lands it.
Galio
Flash
flash.
by Quid as Team Liquid are able to escape. Saint also looks to chunk out Morgan more, but nobody does.
Yeah,
on either
Saint
side.
ulted onto
Getting
Morgan.
Saint into the side lane versus the Camille is looking very good here because of Saint's position with his 2 items. And just steel caps on the Camille, especially when he's able to get the jump and an early chunk. Just 1 rotation of combos. Regardless, the biggest win there is the flash. So Quid on the Galio forced to flash that Ornn ultimate. We already said a lot of cooldown reduction for Inspired, especially for his ult. So Ornn ult is already 50% of the way through. Meanwhile, the Galio no sub
these Ezreal
for the
spells
next
hit.
fight, but they do have Rift Herald.
That time the damage does land from Yan onto Berserker. They drop the Herald, but it's not enough to actually crack the entire turret. Also, Berserker traded good damage back onto Yan. Ooh, yeah, that's
Samura
that's gonna
mana
do it.
Triforce
Trinity
Ezreal.
Force completed.
Yon just feels like he's losing out on these trades pretty heavily. They do have the Nami sustain, obviously, so you have to kind of keep going at it. But I mean,
I feel like
Berserker's just
Dokla's
hitting
lead is
every
not
missing
big.
shot,
It's not
and if
really a
you're
lead.
connecting with
He
that,
was
the damage
freezing
is
for so long,
really,
but
really
Camille's
high.
been catching on
They
good
did get a
timers.
little bit back, obviously, in
She's
that
even
mid
in
lane, and
XP.
Now Yon's going to be working towards the Infinity Edge, which is really going to ramp up his damage. But you look over at the other side, Inspired.
Look, man, I'm serious, okay? I saw this with my own eyes. Oh, I believe you, buddy. I believe you.
So yeah, that ultimate cooldown is a minute now. So it is quite short, and that's even before the rank 3. At rank 3, it's going to go down another 10 seconds. So it is going to be up all the time.
Bro, Berserker is a cycle on these mid waves. You'll have to see it.
Right there. Yeah, I mean, it's Berserker winning these slight trades currently, but when I used to think of Lucian, I always knew him as an earlier game AD carry. I feel like he scales pretty well still, and especially comps like this that are squishier.
No
so you
healing
still gotta
reduction
respect it
on
once he gets
Leon
that
yet
IE.
against
Currently,
Nami
though,
Mundo.
he just hasn't found those right trades onto Berserker, who has the team behind him. They're pushing for this mid wave.
Vayne's freezing bot again.
Their fight over currently. Baron's up, but Dragon's going to be 2 minutes 45.
And you see Morgan is kind of just cheating his way up from bot lane. He's going to get spotted as he leaves that brush on the ward, though. But that ward was pinged out, so they're going to try
No,
to
he's
circumvent
pushing,
it.
he's pushing.
And the thing with Ornn as your only
Yes,
tank here
Triforce
for
and base, I
Lion,
think.
they
Alright,
can play
Vayne is
range very
online.
easily. Ornn
Vayne is
ultimate
super online.
Is huge range, and all the other
Oh
champions
my
are so
goodness, Vayne is
difficult
online.
to get chunks on. So it's actually TL.
Some
that are
healing
forced
reduction
to
would be
make the all-in
legendary for
call.
Leon right
They
now,
have to
though.
make these snap engages, and with the Ornn upgrade on Yon, he was already hurting. Now he's going to hurt even more with the Trinity Force upgrade. So
Is Vayne gonna
if
get
Lion
Camille
can play
Galio to
their
in
range
die?
correctly here,
I think the
it
Camille Galio
becomes very
follow-up is
painful
pretty
for
good
Team
with
Liquid.
Nami ult. It's actually
Meanwhile,
really
TL,
good.
You're looking at snap decision. We can't hesitate when we see the opening. We've got a full send. We layer this Camille Galio. We get our Dream engage. Nami wave then comes through on top of it, and you can see how they could roll through the fight. But if you're allowed as the super range team here with Lion to like poke and prod and wait, they got one.
Just find a pick.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is. Again, the squishy enchanter support backing
They're just
in
gonna force
a
it.
very
Put
forward
it up.
position, and Team Liquid found their window. They have a 5v4.
That was death by ward. The ward
Oh,
of
the
the
Ezreal
wall
didn't
solved.
hit.
It's Core JJ's bubble.
It's good that Dokla doesn't TP. I think he realizes their Baron damage is quite low, but Morgan's position here is monstrous on the Saint. He might find Dokla though. Does Dokla die to this combo is the question.
In the brush on Vision. Team Liquid are holding damage on the Baron, not bursting it immediately. Don't want to look for the 50-50.
He sends it on Berserker.
Gets out of Berserker with the Galio on top. The Ezreal's out of the fight, and now they turn
Dokla, it's on you.
Bloodline. Inspired goes down. Saint dancing around. Will pick up one in response. Another charm. Dokla free firing.
Dokla, it's on you. Oh my god, Dokla, get him, boy. Get him, boy. It's actually Saint doing all the work here, by the way. It's Saint. Saint is the one doing all the work. He's giving all the space to the Vayne. It looks cool because he's fast, but I swear to God, Saint just went crazy.
Dokla gets the shine there. Ghost popped on the Vayne. They get to chase down. Look at the engage from Morgan over the wall.
Exactly.
Goes on to Ezreal. The charm misses. Saint repositions. Q gets flashed by Yon. Here, Saint fries from this position. R to the right, charm. He looks for Lucian, I think, here, maybe. Oh, he kills Lucian. What? And then he E's the Camille. And then he gets a second charge. R's forwards, and then he flash R's here. Boom. Massive Q gets another charge.
Saint is crazy with it.
The damage was also really insane.
Wraps around, he assassinates the Lucian, still saves the charm for the
And then,
follow-up kill.
oh no,
and
Raynor
then
was
he
about to
spirit
rage.
rush
Yo, we missed it.
flashes to get
He was about to go,
another
ah!
one. I mean,
What a team fight.
that is a deserved, play for Lion. Quite nice right there. Stay tuned. If they win off of that play, and we'll hear from Dokla.
No long way to go, as it is going to be just tying up the Dragons here. It will be 2-2 as TL showcasing the power of their comp on the other side. But again, they are so much of this kind of like one-punch style. And they had to spend a lot to kill Berserker, especially because Morgan didn't really connect
Still
with the
no
W, didn't
healing
connect with the E,
reduction.
Like it was just kind of that flash ult, everything sent to kill this one guy.
Yeah.
So I feel like, yes, Berserker is a problem, but Dokla is the one with the consistent damage that can actually deal with your tank. So if they can find Dokla, I do feel like that is probably the better target.
And Jan was just in some trouble there too. Inspired was untouched, so he's able to land all of his CC on Lucian. Then Saint follows up on that, even on the Brittle with the charm, so extra long CC there. The team fight's working out for Lion for right now, but their job is not done. They only have a 2,000 gold lead with Even Dragon, so it's not like they just massively jumped ahead there, but I'm happy you're highlighting this, Azale. That is a third Ornn upgrade for Dokla now.
Yeah, and that is extra stats, right? So it doesn't show in the gold
Big
lead,
dokes.
but that is, a couple thousand gold extra on top. So when you're looking at it, it's probably more like 5,000 gold-ish worth of stats
TL can
that
easily
are
win this
in
game
their
for sure, yeah.
favor. And of course, again, when you're talking
The gold
about
lead
a
is
comp that has a lot
Galio's
of
down in
upgrade
gold, right?
damage, like
That's it.
TL's does when they're
Lucian
looking
is
for this
fucking
dive,
OP right
the
now.
flat resistances from the double Mountain Dragon are going to be really effective as well.
And if you're going over stats that are kind of hidden in values here too, usually for Mundo you're thinking, oh, you're gonna have a bunch of stacks on your Heartsteel.
40 health.
Well, we've got
that is
40,
2 procs.
The enemy team, as we said, it's mostly range, and then Ornn is this tank that can play from range because of his ult.
Yeah.
And so it's really
Ornn
hard
upgrades
to
are getting
get a
stronger
lot
and
of the
stronger,
value,
right?
the stat
More of them are
value
being
out
made.
of that item.
Let's see it.
He just upgraded Karma as well now, or what?
Giving it to...
Maybe he didn't. Maybe just
He got out of there.
I think he just built for himself on the Rift, yeah.
Bob the Builder over
tinkering.
there has the Abyssal now, so
yeah,
can amp up some more magic damage for the squad.
He's level 15, doesn't
True.
have Karma yet.
Help out Saint even more. Vayne have any AP skin? I don't think so. Some true damage, But name of the game really has been about these solo laners. Dokla with this counter pick in the
Ezreal
top
spiking.
lane, a lot of resources that Team Liquid put to shut him down. He's still back in the game. It's not like a massive gold lead, but 2 kills plus the
Ornn's
upgrade item.
TPing
And Saint
from
in particular
Raptors to here for
is the
Spellbook.
lead.
Worth gets his flash up.
2.4k gold just in the mid laner's pocket. He's been playing fantastic the whole time, and now that Dokla's reaching this kind of critical mass Vayne, it's going to be so hard for Team Liquid to punch back.
Fire just finished his clear on the bot side and just TP'd over towards Baron, so clearly wants to try to focus there, and obviously wants a different summoner for the fight. His flash is back up and available, so that's why he's just kind of cycling through
Brutalizer.
that.
Is he
Gonna
going
help them grab
Voltaic
the
or what?
grab here. And it's going to be tough for TL. Very dangerous position for them. I think it is super winnable, but you know the extra pressure because this is series point if you lose this game. And if you lose this game, you're not going to America's Cup. You're not going to first stand. Your split is done. You are done for, you know, a month or two really at this point. So much pressure on TL. This is a roster that was
Why are they
built to
leaning
win.
bot side
Going
so
out
much?
in fourth is not what they designed it for.
And you know you're playing a comp that has to work on this split second timing, and they just
No wonder they're going to start Baron. They're leaning bot
the
so
attempt
hard.
around Baron last time, so Lion going to start it up this time.
Yep. Morgan's going to have to link up with the rest of the team. Completes the back. Has a teleport available, and Lion actually just back off instead, so they don't get the TP out of Team Liquid. Often when we see teams do that, they're happy to back off once that TP is used. Instead, this time they just say, no, they have multiple members here, let's just not give them an opportunity.
Yeah, I think that is smart. You know, they were hoping that they could rush it down. They have really high damage.
That was
Obviously,
just
with this
Ezreal, the
80%
auto
true
attack?
damage onto that Baron, shreds it. You know, Blade the Rune King or not, it doesn't matter. It's just kind of in the kit. But, you know, once you're spotted, there's so much AoE, you got to be careful.
Oh, he had W on him. Okay, I
Now
was going to
they're
say.
looking to siege in the mid lane here. Focus on the Yon. Call the Forge God is used, but he's able to sidestep it. Quid has to flash away. Meanwhile, Justice Sponge back for
Saint
some
gets
CC,
the
but he's
reset.
out there.
Douglas cooking.
Dokla firing on
Oh,
it.
Saint gets him. Charm Flash misses, but Douglas frying, man. Holy fuck, look at the Vayne speed. I'm not gonna lie, Saint carried this game so hard. Cancelled an auto there. I saw that.
Dokla continues the chase, one slow there from the queue, but even Inspired's here. CC immune from Jose Deodo, so he's able to dodge that
Is
one.
he out?
With the smite for
He's
the
out,
slow.
or?
Inspired continues the chase because they have the wave. If they can kill the
They're gonna end mid if they can, or what?
How much more can
No, they
Lion
should go
get?
Nash.
They're not able to find him.
Yeah, Morgan, though, here to back him up. And remember now, Vayne has no flash, so if you
15
overstep,
seconds
he'll
on
be in a bit of
Galio ult.
trouble.
Saint has base
Great
TP.
fight
They have a
there
lot of damage for this, though.
Lion, but the question is, are they going to be able to get the Baron? The answer, very likely, yes.
Wow.
Jose
I think
obviously
the
is
skill
up.
expression
He has
from
no
Saint
flash
this game
and
is
there's no
insane.
blast cones,
Mechanics.
so no real shot of being able to steal this away. And Lion, I love how they're playing. I mean, sure, Morgan has TP, but he is split from the squad, and by the time the TP arrives, the fight is already
Also, I think the
completely
team
destroyed.
fights of Lion are very well played. I don't know if it's their comms or the way they're setting them up, but I do think that, like, they're just getting LT-fied. They have a clear plan here, right? If they walk up on this tower, I'll stand in fog. Camille's top, she has the TP. Just first target, doesn't matter who.
Because Dokla is ghosted, tumbling in onto Yon, but he's not on a solo mission. It's Saint flashing onto Yon. It's Inspired flashing onto Yon. It's all of them sending it, and they're going to fight again.
It's Dragon set up right now. The calling goes out. Flash. Actually,
Smite
just
fight
E-Vibes
should be
Berserker right
for
there. He's able to get out,
Jose.
and it is secured by Jose Deodo. We got a smite fight in the pit.
They should go mid-top here
Inspired
right now,
cannot
Leon.
steal
They
it,
should
so that
abandon
is
and go
a third
mid-top.
Dragon
Surely,
Team
right? You have
Liquid,
wave.
And they actually look like they're going to get out.
They should just exit up.
Morgan is in the area, was looking for a potential flank angle. TL have just not really been able to find that big engage that they're looking for to try to take over these fights, and it's been Lion just playing so well around their ring conditions. The 5th Ornn item just now came through, so all 5 are upgraded. You're up over 5,000 gold on top of that. This is a massive lead.
Lion have too many threats. They can't stomp out all of these threats. As long as these champions kind of spread out and give each other enough space, they just have too many weapons for Team Liquid to attack. You can dream, though. You can hope for the Mountain Soul. It's a long ways up, and you're going to have to do a lot of work to get there, but that's what your dream is.
Ari is 4,000 gold up.
It's a nice dream,
what?
But even if you get it, the question is, you know, how much of a difference does it make in a game like this, where there is that Vayne who can just punch
Where
through
there
you?
is the Ornn as well. It gets
Inspired's very patient with his ult. He lets it come, and then he just waits, walks back, stall, fire.
They're pushing hard with this Baron. They crack the middle turret. They're now on the top turret as well. Saint takes a huge chunk right there from
Nice.
Yon. Still need to respect the Lucian in the
They could
late
engage
game.
here right now.
So Lion don't
If
get
they know
another
Ari's
turret,
situation's
but
bad, she has no
still
TP.
they've started to
But
crack
I guess
the
it's
base of
really
Team
hard
Liquid.
to get on
As
top
soon
of
as
them.
they push Saint back, the rest of Lion immediately back off. They know that TL would be looking for that Camille Galio. I'll try to find a play there.
Okay, it's not over yet.
Lion just playing to their
But
win conditions so incredibly well all series long.
Ezreal has a
Really cool
Zhonya's.
drafting coming
Ouh.
through, you know, utilizing these
Ezreal has a
range top laners,
Zhonya's.
utilizing the counter pick like the Aurelia. And
Against
credit to
Camille
Dokla.
Galio, it's a
You
monster
know, not
buy.
only is it the team playing around him, but it's Dokla having confidence in an elimination series against Morgan, who everyone is hyping up as this godlike top laner, to bring out these picks and to perform on them on the stage.
I wonder if this was their plan, Leon. Just counter pick top, play range tops, limit Morgan a lot in the game. I don't know. I'm surprised Douglas playing these champs.
Trust me, it's an Ashes game. Maybe teams should
They
start
have Baron for
trusting
5
their top
seconds,
laners
but
with
that bot
these
tier 2 is
Some top lane propaganda.
monster pick. What is he even doing there?
Eliminated, deleted. Sent straight to
It's
the
over.
gray
Now it's
screen
over,
as
I
Lion
think.
find a pick on the 80 carry.
I mean, he just kind of walked through their jungle blind and gets killed for it, and
Now it's
this
over.
could be the end.
I think Saints should look for...
here in this split.
His ult cooldown, what is it?
Expectation that most of us had.
They can take double inhib for sure.
#1 team
There's no
Liquid.
damage on TL, right?
Best
There's
of
no
one
damage.
away from
Camille
not
doesn't
even
really
making
exist
playoffs.
in terms of
And
damage.
now
There's too much like
Lion,
mitigation.
with these counter-pick top laners with cleaner team play,
They
are
can play
pushing them
this.
to the brink. 15 seconds for Jan to
Nice
spawn.
charm,
Team Liquid
Mikhails.
have 4 to defend. Morgan's going for a flanking TP play, but Lion don't need to look at it necessarily. The Hexagon ultimatum, they're going in onto Dokla, but he's out of there.
Morgan left the circle or what, so Dokla just ran out. Oh, he blocked the Galio-E.
The target goes into the stasis. Dokla unleashed, chasing down Morgan.
Oh, Q's back, but he gets stunned.
Big chunk out of Big
Oh, he
Doke.
eat him out. He did right, yeah.
And now Jan has respawn, so Quid falls.
Charm Flash is insane by Saint. What the fuck?
Saint finds Jan, and that's gotta be the game. That's
Morgan is
gotta
eat
be
the air.
series. That's
That
gotta
doesn't
be
matter.
Lion.
Bro, Saint smurfed this game.
Liquid
I think
in the
Inspired was also
organization's
really
first run
solid
in
this
playoffs
game.
in North
Like, this was a
America.
fucking good
They're
Ornn
starting
performance,
with
apart from that
another
one
win
ult in
down
bot.
here in the bottom lane. Going to Brazil
Individually,
and
Leon is really good.
their lower bracket run.
And
They have
look
really
how
good team
pumped
fights.
up They are Lion with such an impressive series there, taking down TL 3-1, continuing
That was really
their
nice to
route
watch.
of the lower bracket. 3-0 in the last series, 3-1 in
They have really good team fights.
They are Lion with such an impressive series there, taking down TL 3-1, continuing
That was really
their
nice to watch.
route of the lower bracket. 3-0 in the last series, 3-1 in
So the Galaxy S26 Ultra is the best Ultra phone you can buy right now. iPhone 17 Pro Max style here. So before we begin with the design, that to the iPhone 17 design is definitely polarizing. The camera bump looks a bit odd, the logo placement feels slightly off, and that dual tone finish just doesn't land for everyone. Sure, both of these phones have downgraded materials from titanium to aluminum, and Apple pushed, but Samsung upgraded the S26 Ultra with the newer M14 panel, and a full 10-bit display is also using similar display, changes that perspective. The ability to individually hide things like notifications. Both phones have anti-reflective coatings, but Samsung's one is noticeably better. Plus, it's also more scratch resistant, so the S26 Ultra. Bigger battery that are in day-to-day use. We've already seen this play out before. iPhone 17 Pro Max outperforms the S26 Ultra in battery tests, and considering Samsung is advertising basically the same battery life on the S26 Ultra as last year's model, the iPhone should edge it out in real-world usage. So this round goes to the iPhone. Charging built-in Mac rated. On Apple loved from the
2 years ago.
The S26 Ultra pulls ahead. You could even argue Apple might need another generation or wins this round. Next, the updated the iPhone 17 Pro Max still falls short in this area before you decide to pick up. Inside last year still hasn't shipped, and the features that did make it to the iPhone 17 Pro Max don't have a chatbot. It's about because this. On top of that, Samsung introduced the APV code up tier. One thing I genuinely like on the iPhone 17 Pro Max is the front camera setup. Phone recording in 4K. It feels almost fail that even Apple avoided using it to take photos in their own promo video, and the difference feels bigger now than it did before. Look, if we're deeply into one ecosystem, the S26 Ultra. And yes, I know some of you won't like that take, but
Okay, so right out the box, you get the S11 Ultra tablet with the brand new S Pen. I'll show you what this little guy can do in a sec, because first, let's customize the taskbar, which is this little strip of apps at the bottom. So this is essentially where your favorite apps live, and it's also where you'll find this little button that shows all your installed apps. You can just tap and drag an app to remove it from the taskbar, or you can tap and drag it in to add it back. You can fit up to 14 apps in here, which can look kind of wild. But if you head into the main settings, then on the left side find display, and in here look for taskbar, you can turn off show recent or suggested apps. That'll then clear out your suggested apps and just make your taskbar look cleaner. And when you have apps open, the taskbar is always at the bottom, but you can actually choose to turn this off if you want. So again, back inside the taskbar settings, you just turn it off and boom, now it's only on the home screen. Nice. And speaking of the home screen, when you're busy customizing apps and widgets, all that good stuff, did you know that if you want a widget or an app in a specific position or size in landscape mode, you can go ahead and do that, basically position things however you want, then rotate to portrait mode, and again, position the apps or widgets to however you want in this mode, because what's so cool is when you change the orientation back to landscape or portrait, it remembers the...
This is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S11 Ultra, and this and found out this is better than this, and then 5 reasons I think this, and the first M5 iPad screen and all that sort of stuff because of how big it is. And I just think if you're going to go for a big tablet, in these two in terms of removing something or a few things from a photo, and they were relatively on par. They were both, in fairness, in this particular example, not particularly good, but this demonstrates, in my opinion, is still the best on the market, in my opinion. But Galaxy AI, in my opinion, is still storage expanded 2 terabytes as the S Pen Massive, so it must be important. And on that note, you also get this, the S Pen, as standard. You have to buy the Apple Pencil Pro separately. Reason number 4 is that the Tab S11 Ultra is cheaper and I think better value than the M5 iPad Pro. It goes up to a trouser, again for 200. Okay, it doesn't have the 2 terabyte storage option, but whatever. And remember, you get the stylus as standard. You can also upgrade the storage as mentioned, so in theory, you could get the smaller storage version and just add a micro SD card into there. And I think you'll often get better trade-in.
The exact design and size of everything that you set up. You can also have your wallpaper change depending on the rotation, which is super easy to do, but before I show you how. If you like using folders on your home screen, try this. Just tap and hold in it, then select this enlarge option, and voila, now you got a bigger app folder, which is just so much better on this massive screen. So that's the home screen, but the lock screen is even cooler. Now everyone needs to know this feature. If you go into settings, then wallpaper and style, tap on change wallpaper and select photo ambient. Now in your gallery, go ahead and choose a picture of yourself if you want, or a family member, your pet, anything really, as long as there's a person or an animal in it. Once that's done, just click save, and now you've got a slick lock screen weather wallpaper that shows you what the weather is like outside, whether it's raining, snowing, and those little particles even interact with your subject. But we can make things even better, because inside your lock screen settings, if you tap the clock and choose this second font, you can of course resize it to whatever you want, but what's really cool is as you move the clock, it actually adjusts to the subject on your wallpaper. So now, every time you lock or unlock the S11 Ultra, a slick looking clock and an animation of the weather outside displays all on your lock screen. So nice. Okay, but now to show you how to do that dual wallpaper trick. All you do is make sure you've downloaded as your wallpaper. In the S Pen, you'll actually notice this little gray flat section here. This is a magnet, so you can snap the pen to the top right or anywhere along the bottom when you're not using it. Nifty. But when it comes to actually using your S Pen, the first trick you gotta know is how to change your cursor from this to something more like this. It's super easy. All you gotta do is download an app called Good Lock from the Play Store. Then you open all these different options for a different cursor. The option to go in, you can do anything and just go wild with this. I freaking love this feature, and I went with a satellite because it works so well with my wallpaper. So fun. The S Pen, and the tablet will automatically turn it into normal text. This way, you don't even have to type. Now, let me show you how to take advantage of this. Split the screen in half. The first thing we're going to do is open up advanced features, then head into labs, and in here, turn on multi-window for all apps. This is important. Once that's done, you can now open any app, then head into your recent applications, tap and hold on any one of them, and split screen it with your other app. Not every app can actually split screen like this unless you turn that labs feature on. So that's why it's important, because now you can just have whatever type of split screen you want. You can also drag an app from the taskbar and open a third app, creating this kind of try-split screen, which is really useful for, let's say, watching a recipe video, taking notes, and checking out those ingredients online. This is super nifty. What's really nice is you can have a try-split in landscape mode, Or you can also have it in portrait mode. Or you could even have it like this. So yeah, there's plenty of different options. And you see these three little dots over here, if you tap on them, you get a couple options to basically quickly switch your layout around without you having to physically do it. And you also get this little star icon, which saves your tri-split taskbar, and now anytime I want to, you can drag the divider line really close to the S Pen, and some of the best things you can do with it is actually within the Notes app. When you start a new note, you can write and draw straight away, but here's what's really fun. On the side of the S Pen, there's this little button, and if you press it, it opens the new S Pen tools where you find a few cool features. If you tap the pen, you'll see all the other pens and paintbrushes you can switch between. If you tap the right little dot, this opens up the color palette and you can choose whatever color you want. If you tap the left one, you can choose between the brush size and also the transparency. Before, you could only do all of this in the top panel, but now this is so much better. Nice one, Samsung. There's also the Advanced Features button, and this opens up a bunch of extra tools that also do some really cool things, like the Summarize option, where it'll summarize your entire document in literally seconds. You get the Translating tool, which again selects a bunch of text and translates it all for you, and even a Drawing Assist option, where all you gotta do is circle your drawing, and you can then use AI to create a really cool generated image of your drawing. Much better. And all these advanced features work with handwritten text too, which is really nice. Speaking of handwriting, if you tap this little icon, you get the option to either clean up your handwriting or completely convert it to text. And again, it does it all really fast. Oh, and this one's kind of hidden, but still really cool. If you tap on those three dots right at the bottom, you can turn on Math Solver. And what this does is next time you need to calculate anything, you can just write it down in the Notes app, then just draw an equal sign, and bam, your tablet will solve it all for you. Wow. But up till now, what's crazy is these aren't even the top features. This puppy can do even more. Check this out. At the top of your apps, and if you swipe down on it, this actually jumps straight into Dex mode. In this Dex mode, you can have up to 5 apps open at the same time, like this, and to resize any window, you just drag the corner, literally like you would on a computer. Or you can use these icons over here. So the left one minimizes the window, the middle one enlarges the window, and the right-hand side one makes it full screen with no bars. To get those bars back, you just swipe down and turn it into a normal window again. Easy. Also, if you open up Recents, you'll notice this button. If you tap it, here again, you can open up a bunch of apps, but now in a separate desktop. Like this was my first desktop, and here's my second one. The easiest way to think of this is like having app groups. So you can have a desktop with all your notes and scroll all. This is kind of crazy. The first thing you want to do is connect a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse to your tablet. Once they're all connected, open up your quick settings panel, and in these tools, you'll see the option for wireless DeX. If you tap on that, and you happen to have a Samsung TV or monitor, you can connect to it wirelessly using this option. You just select your display, tap on Start Now, and boom, your tablet is now a freaking computer. But if you don't have a Samsung monitor or TV, you can just use a regular USB-C to HDMI adapter, plug that into your tablet, and it'll do the same thing. Turn your tab into a computer. Of course, you can open any apps you want, but what's so cool is you can drag them between the tablet and the screen. You can have a bunch of apps open on both the displays, or you can even play games on one while watching a video on the other. To make sure the displays are set up correctly though, inside Settings, go to Connected Devices, then Samsung DeX, and under Connected Display, just tap and drag where your tablet or monitor is. So like if your screen is at the top, drag it to the top. And now that way, your mouse pointer flows smoothly between both the screens without on high resolution for external displays. Because now, if you got a 4K monitor or TV, everything will run in 4K resolution. This tablet is absolutely. So not many people know this, but inside the lock screen settings, then the lock screen and biometrics, you've got your usual security stuff like a PIN and pattern, but you also get fingerprint. Just tap on it to set it up. It'll show you exactly where to place your fingerprint. And once that's all done, you can now unlock your tablet using your fingerprint. Nice. But if you want something even easier, you could use facial recognition. So again, you just set this up. It's super duper simple. And now anytime you want to unlock your tablet, just look at it. And another thing, typing on the screen can be a real pain, I'm not gonna lie. But with the keyboard open, if you tap this keyboard icon, you can switch from the standard to a split keyboard. But that's not all, because if you tap this gear icon, it takes you into the keyboard settings, where if you select size and transparency, you can squash it down even more. That way, typing now is just way easier. But you know what else is super easy? Is if you hit this little subscribe button right over there, because we're on the road to 3 million, baby. But I'll see you in the next one.